Pronounce it, because as we discovered earlier this year when we went to Japan Penguin defense.
Maybe so. Corners kind of like against Illamines. You can bait up the Thorn if you're
Ouch.
mindful of it. If you're not mindful of the swing though, you get
Overextend, you don't have to rush, you can just slow down, make sure that if you do lose another player, it's going to be with the trade. Now, Akayu is actually able to find Wreck with a Nitro Cell. Carwow as well joins the fray, but with Eclair falling, it's very difficult now for KINOTROPE to get back into it. 2v3 is not impossible, but SCARZ have a lot of control of the bomb site with Akayu going down. It's Carwow up against the world. They know exactly where he is now, and he is locked out of the objective. The diffuser has to get recollected here, but the Grim is going to be perfect. It's going to enable a quick swing onto Carwow. The flashbang is...
glass, you plant a single one close over the doors with the Aurora, but this is just the Blitz dropping down the hatch to clear a lot of pressure on Maestro, and Blitz starts planting.
Yeah, he might actually be able to get this down as well. Oh, bit of damage, lot of damage. Finally killed by Eclair. Great shots. However, Rek and Nina do come to life, as they often do. And the kill feed reigns. Akayu and Carwow now, with Akayu on the flank, need to find these final shots, but Nina has that flank locked up. Carwow up against 3 with so much time on the board, and he's exposed to some vert. I don't think that SCARZ will let this one slip by.
They got 2 flashbangs, can pop a flash in cargo, use the verticality, also go deep bomb site. Once they find this final player with certainty, then they can make their choice. Gonna start planning.
And Eclair is already showing us that that's not the truth. However, he is falling back further and further. He does find a kill before he has to retreat down the blue stairs. He doesn't want to contest when he's being trapped, and there's a player on the other side as well. In the end, Fishlike will be the one to swing and finally finish off Aegator, but realistically, there wasn't a lot he could do in such a pickle.
So second line of defense, right? You're gonna have to play around the card extends, the pulse, the toxic babes, and stall for time. Get Erratic as a kill as well to Wreck. Again, just picking up individual kills.
How do they get back into it? They'll need to find a pick somewhere to try and just go fishing. Open up an avenue, especially with Gatorada on that top floor. Oh, beautiful shot from
the gunfights to KINOTROPE. They retake top floor. They had pulse in basement as well. The D4 could get a kill.
It's going to be a shotgun v shotgun battle here. With the Ying, he's taking down, isn't he, by the Thorn. Great shot there from Carwow. Very well read on the back of the sizzle of that Candela.
Because they're lacking a bit of pressure, but the nading of Aegator,
nice
who's now stuck inside a meeting, gets shot down exactly. Nice one, plus got Catwalk. Here comes that push.
Oh, yeah, but Gatorada's held down the fort on site and bought enough time for Akayu to make his way back. Now, there's no pulse down below because Akayu has rotated back upstairs. So Gatorada and Akayu are going to have to get on this retake together. With Fishlike on the other side. He's got no util to work with, and he's now made it a 1v1. This is nigh impossible now for Akayu. He's already used his C4. And while he can go below and get information, there's no guarantee he'll be able to get that kill. He has to get up close and personal with a UMP.
Specifically for the Maestro. It's also not bad for taking mute jammers if you want to drone stuff. But the issue is, we can talk about util. What about the wrong clear, James? He's a bonk.
Oh, he had a flash to come through here before the ADS is safe, but Akayu will fall.
But then comes the issue. They have Evil Eyes from Maestro also just sapping him, and Blitz is so low on health. It has to be a backstab play, most likely here from Washoy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fishlike falls before the backstab happens. Washoy is now in through Animus. But a big part of the problem here is, like you said, Carwow's still upstairs in storage. He's got Vert. He's even supported on the roam by Gatorada. 2 players on site, 2 players up above. Makes for a very difficult execute here for SCARZ, but UKID finds one. Goodbye, Gatorada. Now Carwow is all alone on the top floor. Both Washoy and UKID are going to have to go big.
Yeah, they do. The issue is here, the Evil Eyes, those Maestro cameras, they see everything on all throughout the bomb site. So it's full red ping, yellow ping information for the defenders to make plays off of. They should know exactly where they're getting attacked from.
Yeah, easy EMP should come through, though, from the Thatcher, but...
Meanwhile, SCARZ might flip the switch a little bit and actually rotate the attack, it looks like. They're still mostly outside the building, but it works out because Rek finds
just near staircases at the moment. Meanwhile, on site, Carwow and Aegator are feeling very exposed, and Aegator is going to fall on that flank upstairs.
It's so hard to think in a 4v5 because you know they're gonna be watching the drones. KIA though makes work of it and finds one, but he is the posted C4 in pocket. He is so much more than just a flanker. Right now, he has to go for the simple play of finding that gunfight. Yes, pressure up in electric.
Okay.
KIA finds a second. Now there's life in this round. It's possible to win it for KINOTROPE.
That's exactly right. SCARZ, good flashbang. A lot of pressure on for Carwow. Switches to the shotgun on site. Meanwhile, Akayu knows that he can't wait much longer. He has to get aggressive. Gatarada on the site. Finally falls. And Carwow cannot survive. Nina with the shotgun. Makes it a 1v1. Wreck is on the floor. And a vendetta is called upon by Nina, as he needs to hunt down Akayu. He's got info. He can start to force this plant down. Nitro Cell gets ripped. Nina
V1. And it comes down to that split-second decision-making once again.
That's for sure. But of course, it being SCARZ's map pick, we expect them to...
And this is why Ace doesn't see as much play, in these types of scenarios. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Then Arband deploys shield.
Oh!
He swings it! Hello?
What is that fish like? Look away. Should win this round. Like, on paper, the util says it's all SCARZ.
Maybe Deimos below is in the wrong location. Shotgun swing by the post. Nina is successful.
And his backside is covered as well by Washo on the rafters, so an attempt at a refrag doesn't work out here for Gatarada. Rex feeling a hell of a lot of pressure, but time is ticking away. Push comes to shove now for KINOTROPE. They have to get desperate. Rek is spotted and taken down, but not finished off as of yet. Carwow is way too far away from the bomb site.
Baiting on the vert, actually.
Shotgun at the ready for Akayu. He's going to try and clear the position on the stairs, but meanwhile, Nina's actually gotten active with his shotgun on the Echo. It's a complete bloodbath. It's also a blinding round as Akayu's flashes come to life. Put a lot of these players onto the pump. Over he goes! Beautiful play from the Ying.
Actually, so 13 seconds to walk on him, but there's Rick at the corner.
Yeah, the clash. He's just going to look at them. He's just going to watch the whole situation pan out. He can find not one, but 2 kills with the SMG. He wants to try and confirm it. A little bit of a funny moment. It just gives an opportunity to KINOTROPE. Akayu flanks outside. There was just how quick you can be on this entry. Oh, he knows the player right on his breach. Goes for a pre-fire. The swing comes out. UKID actually wins the fight. And the second one as well for UKID. Massive ups to SCARZ as they stave off what was a very early aggressive play. Carwow, though, doesn't slow down whatsoever. He gets aggressive with the pistol. And Blitz, what a combo to try and clutch. I feel like Carwow is so tempted here to take the 1v1, yet he needs to find a kill here. Oh, that was so well baited by Rek. Didn't stick the plant. They know that the onus is on him to make the next move. He's not going to be able to find all of these ones. And he'll just constantly be able to call out to his team where these SCARZ defenders are playing. Wow, big swing from UKID. He's been wanting to go for that.
How Rek is navigating this on the soft floor. So beautifully, just rotating back and avoiding that damage.
It's a good play. UKID goes and swings for another one, though. Nina's under a lot of pressure, holding on to 2 different avenues at once, but he will find 1 kill before being traded. That was well played by KINOTROPE. But Nina just held on long enough, did enough damage that it means Kino now in a 4 versus 2 on the 2 side. Not where you want to be. And UKID's found his 3rd. It's Eclair to try and stave off SCARZ as they go hunting. It's a big round from... Not least of which is the players on these rosters. Of course, Eclair last strategies when it comes to how they like to play. And just as human beings, you see that...
They have to go off of this. They spent everything they have in pockets. It's now or never, guys. You gotta go.
They're just waiting to, again, trying to bait them out, but they don't have enough of an actual hammer to go with this anvil. Finally, Gatarada finds the opening kill from outside of Armory, and Carwow as well.
Maybe fish light instead. But the question is, what about the timer? 30 seconds? And now they're just baiting for their loop. They're baiting for their Rooney.
Oh, it's so good for UKIZ. And now Fishlike is in a great spot to give call-outs for UKIZ for a second one. Now, desperately, KINOTROPE need to bring this back. They had a 2-player advantage, but the SCARZ defenders are actually quite low, particularly that clash. This really comes down to UKIZ, what he's able to achieve. Now that he's got that diffuser, it's going to have to be a big pick. Now UKIZ the last one.
3 separate times. And look at this. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Attacker's only now inside East Staircase. Smoke's falling back. He's alive, but a great push here. Gator. The quick box skeleton key opens up into the multi workshop. Vertical kill as well, then trade it back. Good response there from SCARZ back to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, still big moves for KINOTROPE.
Gotta find something here.
Good shot.
There it is. DMR from Passport. A great shot at that. Now they have Kawa and Black. You can kind of safely get that diffuser inside the bombs, and there's no more plant denial. No smokes, no air traps. They have to go for kills now for SCARZ.
Oh, good angle. Oh, how does Rek miss that chance? To deny that plant, that would have been everything. And now KINOTROPE are on the verge of putting this round to bed. UKIZ start to make their way forwards. Fisher guy being the first line of defense. Gets the fire in from behind him. He's going to take a hell of a lot of damage before he can escape. He actually cannot escape. Great usage of the Capital's fire to prevent him. From Gator on the window here, and it's tough because there's no util and there's no real vertical potential there from Eclair downstairs. But Akayu does eventually find the kill onto Washoy, which was a Thorn. I thought that was almost going to be a kill there for Gator. Akayu is forced out thanks to the Thorn trap, but thankfully Gatorada has opened up a hole on the bomb site by entering into Archives. Advantage KINOTROPE as UKIZ and Nina. Oh, that's a good read from UKIZ there. Sees the player, gets the down onto Gatorada. 2v2. And now this looks winnable. Eclair's in a really rough spot, actually caught between these two SCARZ players. With 15 seconds, he doesn't have a lot of options. He's got to support Akayu for this execute. And there's barbed wire to walk through as well. Eclair has to come up big here, but Nina's got him. He's found him with the shotgun in close range on the castle. And Akayu will surely not be able to find both of these kills.
Who dies, Kawa in that case, can watch the drone, and Eclair can go do something else. Like you said, it's a small map where you can scan so much. That's probably going to impact everybody else as well, because look at the top left, there's not many drones left alive. Kawa's the sole shield, need a weapon anymore. Plan-wise, this is a cooked round. You gotta get at least one kill here by my count. They got C4, they got Goyo Fire, the You're not gonna find any kills. It's a 5v1 leaving a
the scoreline here for SCARZ. The question is, will they feed him a pick and jump out? I think they might. Look
at least one.
Rek is tempted.
It's actually phenomenal from SCARZ from a statistical perspective. Of course, not every border game is the same. Not every border game is the same. Okay, that's a wallbang and a half. He saw his toes, shot his head.
For KINOTROPE. And it looks like it's just taking the wind out of their sails as well. They're not really sure where they want to go through. Nice shot from Gator.
2-1 and push together, but there's no Dokkaebi, there is no shield, it's just guns blazing here on top floor.
Good fire though does restrict some of the peeking potential, but not for Nina. Whoever on East stairs has just found Gatorada. I believe that might have been a swing from outside. Meanwhile, UKIZ has also held down the fort inside of Archives, so no chance here for KINOTROPE to get the job done. Over on Archives, UKIZ now found a needs to isolate ones. And I think it's going to start with Nina up at the top of the stairs, who scares him off. He's going to fall back. Flashbang over the top. Sees for a brief moment.
He's playing it pretty good right now. He's toxic babes, stalling for time, and not overexposing himself too much. Being able to second elsewhere, though, denying everything here when it comes to KINOTROPE's entry.
It was a run out as well. Nina does go for a third, finally shut down. Also gassed out that position to prevent Gator from marching on forwards. This has been such a stall out. Finally, Carwell finds Rek at the exact same time. He's getting run out on from break room by...
But I feel like we need to either see Kawa get towards the bomb site to help get the plant down, or get Gator with the blight to go for a kill.
Oh, it's a big 1v1. What a shot from UKIZ. He's been firing up big time on border. Akayu and Gator cannot push for the refrag as of yet. Flashbang goes out, but they're so worried about all the other angles from the other SCARZ players. Finally, Gator takes the bomb site, and it's goodbye to UKIZ into the 2v2 with only 15 seconds to play. Fishlike and Washoy have spent most of this round sitting back, relaxing, sipping pina coladas on the bomb side, and now it's just Akayu left against two players. He's got no time. It's a shame, really, Pengu, if you're a KINOTROPE fan, because
you have not made it easy for yourself. That's what I want to say. But it's also the thing.
Typical way. No, it's to flush out some of these core positions like break room. It's not just, oh, we're breaching the main wall and executing onto site. They're using this very creatively. It's leading Gator to be exposed. It's led him to fall. And though Carwell is able to try, tough call now for KINOTROPE, do they look to get re-aggressive or not?
It's hard.
Oh!
Okay.
Wow.
Can you make a play? It's a 1 versus 3. C4, Valcam, Crossfire, and Valkyrie lurking down below with an impact grenade. He's impacting him from below.
Being able to hard breach and have your own EMPs is huge, which is why I actually see a lot of Striker. Wow, that was a good shot from Gator and Wash. You know, it's about balancing the whole kit. Looks like SCARZ going for a bit of an aggressive play. The blitz supported by the Nomad goes in. The verticality from KIA watches out for Fishlike. Washoy able to trade, and it's now awkward for KINOTROPE 1v3 with Yukiz on the ground. Baps could be picked up at some point in lobby. SCARZ just need to try and isolate. Whereabouts is KIA? We know he's up on the mezzanine. Once Nina has an E1D, he might be able to detonate it. The drop should have been heard.
Model, garage, garage. I changed it up.
Here we go. The shield bash comes in onto the mirror window. It's time to go for a plant. Wait, hang on a second.
That's awkward.
Fishlike has run straight outside to try and chase down Carwell, who managed to get away with his life. What the hell was that window, though? The Glaz still has one smoke grenade left. That could be big here. The Vert, though, comes through as well from Yukiz up above. With Nina on the Glaz going down, it comes down greatly to Yukiz. Now he's the last one standing. The Solus is up above. He's been taken down. DMR comes out. All he has to do now is kill the player on that diffuser. Doesn't need to worry about the second player who's covering. Just find that player on the diffuser. Gatorada sticks it and wins the round.
By the bomb side, so just don't make a noise. He didn't feel like he had the space. Respect or fear? It's always the question.
Oh, look at this from Gator. Oh, as if they trade. And God bless the damage of an off angle. And if he's peeked from the window at the same time as he's pressured from somewhere else, he is surely going to lose the fight. Washoy, ooh, a bit awkward. Takes a bit of damage. Aggro now for Gatorada, but he goes down. And SCARZ have a chance.
And the plan can be enabled by SCARZ. It's important that he stays alive and lets Claire and KIA do the first work. And there goes KIA taking down Rek. Now they got man advantage.
Big gap that KIA was able to shut down. Wow, great shot from him. Goodbye to Washoy on the bomb side. All up to Fishlike now. They know exactly. Oh, come on.
Maybe not.
Rek drops down. They need to try and use the blitz to try and expose Gatorada here in this position. The blitz is playing him so well. Rek, he can't reload in time. Another knockback. Still hasn't found the kill, but it does bait Carwow into it. And Fishlike is...
Rek had the heart destroying can openers, no frag grenades. That's why that awkward moment happened. Gator strikes back onto Rek, who's now dead. Oh my god, the Thorn Trap popped. The blitz injured probably from that effect. All of a sudden, that 4v3 is effectively a 2 versus 3. Maybe to a 2v2 here.
Oh, yes, perfect. Very critical kill there for Washoy. He's gonna die! The Thorn Trap again! This is why SCARZ banned it on their own defensive side. Now into the 1v1. Gator must look for the retake. Nina knows where that diffuser is. He's got to get it in plant straight away. There's going to be 2 full seconds here where he's not going to be... What is that angle?
I haven't seen it in game much.
What season is that for? Was that for last season? Or this season?
I think it's last season.
Yeah. Well, see you later, Rek.
I think this might be just third map.
This might be it. Yeah, I think it's going to be all done and dusted in a few moments. Unless if Eclair can fumble this for KINOTROPE. He's had a really rough run, hasn't he? But nope. Coming in to save the day, it's Mr. 16 kills himself. Carwell going absolutely nuclear again. He's trapped here in bathroom. Gets the res. Carwow looks for an aggressive swing. You're right, there is no rotate. Doesn't need to be. Bomb side is over in vents. Carwow, a triple on the round. His 17th kill has been claimed, and he finds an 18th. That closes the map for KINOTROPE. Border stratted so roughly for them. SCARZ looked so good, and yet KINOTROPE manages to bite back. Map 3 of Bank is coming up after this. Both desperately need this win.
Was seen earlier on Night Haven Labs from both.
Rada and KIA are kind of in opposite spots. I don't think you're planting. Like you said, there's so much plant denial. It feels like KINOTROPE have to go kind of deep here, push for a kill. Claire's just been completely decimated. Not sure whether that was...
To make this a consistent bomb site in terms of outcome, because it's a very conflict heavy one. And then that's a free... I mean... Yeah.
That was a decision from maybe just not sitting on your drone. Exposed to an angle would help. Hit. Here we go. That's what we were talking about. I saw him take a little bit of damage. I don't know where the fire actually managed to land, but certainly not looking good for KINOTROPE unless if Eclair can find an opening like that. Now just Rek and Washoy stand up. Washoy traded back after he's found his second kill. Rek up against the world now in a 1v3. And the rappel is going to come in from Akayu. Diffuser's now outside. They need to hunt down for this kill. Rek doesn't have enough.
There to guard him if they were to push him deep. He has no info.
No, he doesn't. There's a good gap, though, found by Akayu. Now a two-player advantage. Great read from Ayagator on the flank from Washoy. It all comes down to UKIZ now. From up above, he has realistically no choice but to drop the hatch. And there's no question about it. KINOTROPE will be waiting for when he does so. Carwow is in perfect position.
Honestly, be a target ban, I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's gonna be Ying and Cloud.
Must have been Fishlike who fired himself off. Gatorada, though, this is a good move from him. He's both used the smoke and the fire to put some pressure on from the vault side. KINOTROPE are doing a great split push to try and execute, but still the plan isn't down. That's the concern here. Claire's just taking a hell of a lot of damage from the Thorn Trap. He's forced to go deep. He's found a big pick, and it comes down to Akayu to try and force this diffuser on the ground, but it's a Claire to clean house with 3 big... They got time to double check to measure one more time before they execute.
No one needs in BB. Gotta get line the action. Great swing there, though, but a good trick from Kawa.
Needs to rotate to square. He's done so now, retaking the position of his fallen teammate. They're worried about someone down below. Good read, though, on the flank. Oh, no. Nina doesn't manage to go down, at least not without taking one with him. Eclair's finally finished off, and UKIZ, aggressive inside of Janitors, using those Kiba barriers to protect himself, despite the wall being breached. It's beautiful, the SCARZ, and it leaves Akayu and Gatorada sitting around with nothing to do. They're sitting back. There's actually no one actively watching. If he hides deep enough, he might be able to find a free kill. Goodbye to Nina. The smoke grenade goes out as well. It might pretend to threaten and execute a plan, but of course it's Carwow who's all the way down in elevators that actually has a diffuser, and Gatorada amidst the chaos has snuck in behind enemy lines. He's taken down Rek, and now there's a gaping hole on the bomb site. No information. Double defensive breakthrough on that basement from...
SCARZ have been the better team, and they've been making the right adaptations and counterplays.
Which I'm sure that you do after playing it for many years. Pulse was the most iconic planted isle operator in Bank for the longest time.
It's about rotating and being everywhere at the same time. Impact this wall, run over here. You see someone, you impact them, etc. You can also fight against the shields with it pretty effectively. Rek finds a Claire though. So Sami gets taken out, but a yellow ping and a swing.
Nice.
It's a freebie.
Very much needed. Now they do have a crossfire.
Let's assume that he's still lingering somewhere here towards lobby. Using a drone now is gonna cost you a lot of time. He's just gonna walk forward.
Oh,
what's the gap?
What is going on? Ayagator's just been afforded the flexibility to go for a third kill. And now his Nitro Cell over the door frame prevents the Blitz from making his way forward, but Rek will take him. The smoke might be able to help out a little bit. The plant spot's also been opened by Rek. And it looks like Fishlike's going to try and look for a plant. One C4 shot out of midair. The second C4, though, it does land. It finds the player. Still hoping the long line of sight. Now, Rek is in a big position here. Obviously, the Valkyrie has been an instrumental part. And because it's all been cleared, because the barbed wire has been cleared, because he's the knock, he can walk straight past it. It's going to be a free kill. The trade will come through from Carwow. The plant is starting to go off. The impacts down below force Washoy off the plant. Carwow making his way over from lobby. I mean, he's taken down. It's all up to Gatorada now. They know exactly where.
Because the second he got that initial push in for top lobby stairs, everyone else rappelled in and pushed the bomb side. And I mean, this is the round. 5, 4, round over. Practically flawless at that. Gatorada is kind of AFK downstairs, talking with his team to play aggro on the double windows. Now, if he gets a kill, phenomenal. And he has a primary shotgun. He could just jump out and just send it for a 1-for-1 trade. But instead, Ayagator strikes first. Takes down Nina. That's Lion. Removed from action. And sense.
What a long angle from Ayagator. That is huge.
I mean, that could be a round. I mean, if you just play nicely off each other and don't expose yourself to like these rappel angles, you're playing 5v3 on top floor with Maestro alive. Like, you're chilling.
Yeah. DMR diff. Oh, and he does jump outside, and Carwell finds one with the shotgun before he's traded back. But of course, when you have this much of a numbers advantage, 1-for-1 trade is well worthwhile. UKIZ and Rek separated. Rek will actually find the gap and finally put down Ayagator. Also, Akayu's on the floor. Spider-Man repel for 2 kills here for Rek. And now a 2v2 looks extremely achievable for SCARZ. KINOTROPE cannot afford to fumble it. Gatorada finds one. Now a 1v2 for UKIZ. Diffuser in hand as he's managed to sneak into the bomb site. One more frag in pocket, but I don't know if he'll be able to find a safe place. He's managed to find Gatorada. PC util for Yukiz. Eclair continues to just peek for information and then fall back.
Go for the wide angle.
Oh!
It could be a wall bang, but the wall
Time in this matchup. What are the final bands to roll on through these tempting hatches? He wants to make his way up. I think they know where Eclair is as well. Is he going to go for it right now? He will. Up goes Yukiz, and a big kill as Washoi opens the equation. A collapse from SCARZ onto the bomb site, and the plant is down. Kawao and Gatorada now need to make a retake, but it's going to be difficult while Gatorada finds a kill upstairs. There's still so many players for SCARZ on the bomb site. A shotgun and Yukiz.
Silver stairs, you know, you can make the call, guys. SMG11 equals ammo. They're gonna go for a basement hatch plant. They didn't seem fully ready for it, but to be fair, even if they were. And I'm not sure if they are aware of the thorn traps, but if they are, this could be dangerous with the blitz player.
That's been played so well by Fishlike and by SCARZ, but Gator here and right now.
Should he just smoke it and go to glass, and then the second
Good
go,
flash.
flashbang, a swing, free fire.
How does he find another one? Finally traded back. But Gator has been worth so much to KINOTROPE today. SCARZ now desperately in the last 20 seconds must find a way into this bomb site. Washoi from up above, he's got smoke, but he hasn't had a chance to use them yet, and Eclair is still undealt with inside a server. What a hell of a way to close it for KINOTROPE. They might have fumbled the second map, but in the third, they finally get the job done, and they get a leg up over SCARZ. Into the upper bracket final they go.
And the way they do it as well, right? The mental resilience alone. Starting this series all the way back on Nighthaven Labs and